Steve walked out like any other Tuesday. Big smile, sharp suit, crowd roaring. He was deep into his purpose talk, sharing that familiar ache about sleeping in his car back in Cleveland. Felt real, felt raw, felt routine. Then, a stagehand darted out, whispered fast in his ear. Steve froze. His grin vanished, eyes wide, lost. He turned to camera one, microphone suddenly heavy. Hold up, y'all. Just got told there's a message for me coming from... He squinted, disbelief twisting his face. Burkina Faso? The screen blazed. Office of the President, Ibrahim Traoré. The studio went tomb silent. No shuffling, no coughs. Just the thud of Steve dropping into his chair. President? Why's the president of Burkina Faso calling me? His voice cracked. I don't understand. The video rolled. Simple room, wooden desk, flag. Then him, Traoré, eyes steady, voice softer than Steve expected. Traoré. Mr. Steve Harvey, I speak not as your president, but as a brother. Steve flinched like he'd been tapped on the shoulder in the dark. Traoré, you don't know me, but in villages here, your voice, it travels further than you think. Your words on faith, on getting back up. Traoré paused, swallowed hard. They reach people you'll never meet. Steve's hands clenched the chair arms, knuckles white, his breath hitched. Traoré, leaning in, voice thick. When the guns were close, when the night felt endless, your story, the boy from nothing, it was my fuel. You showed me leadership isn't the title, it's the guts. Steve's chin trembled. He stared at the screen like it might bite him.
Traoré, I've watched you, crying with strangers, laughing loud, giving when cameras aren't rolling. Here, we call that spirit the heart of the sun. He tapped his own chest, burning, giving light. A single tear tracked down Steve's cheek. He didn't wipe it. Traoré, this isn't politics. This is man to man. I see you, the fighter. And seeing you fight makes me fight harder for my people. The message ended. Traoré spoke 3 quiet words in Moré. Steve swiveled, voice sandpaper rough. What'd he say? The last part. A translator stood slowly. He said, even lions need reminding their roar still shakes the earth. Steve Harvey, the quickest mouth on TV, covered his face with both hands, shoulders shaking. The audience, sobbing. Cameraman blinking fast. This wasn't TV. This was 2 men's souls recognizing each other across an ocean. The Raw Ask backstage producers hissed, "Go to break, Steve, now!" Steve waved them off violently, eyes red-rimmed but blazing. Let it roll, every damn second. The screen flickered, live feed. Traoré himself right there. Traoré, quietly. Steve, talk to me. Just man to man now, dreamer to dreamer. Steve leaned forward, elbows on knees. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Traoré, you see the suit, the office, but I walked to school, barefoot, books tied with rope. Hunger was my bedtime story. Steve's head dropped. A low groan escaped him. Traoré, I saw war, saw hope die. Then, in a hot internet cafe, I saw you. Don't quit. Didn't understand half your jokes. A faint smile. But I felt your fire, your pain, your stubborn heart. That video fed a hungry boy's dream. The boy became this president. Steve wiped snot with his sleeve. Unglamorous, real. Traoré, you once said you wanted Africa not as Steve Harvey, but as Steve, the brother. Steve nodded, throat working. Yeah, I did. Traoré, come. Burkina Faso. No red carpet, no cameras, just see. See what your stubborn heart grew here, in the dark. Traoré, an orphanage in Ouagadougou. Kids there know your name. They pray your words. They laugh your laughs. Traoré's voice broke because you made them believe they mattered. Steve stood up fast, like the chair shocked him, tears flowing freely now. No shame. Traoré, they'll be waiting in 7 days, in the dust, waiting for the man whose voice crossed an ocean to hold their hand. The dust and the letter. Steve landed in Ouagadougou. No fanfare, just heat, red dirt, and Traoré waiting in a simple white shirt. They hugged, hard. No words. Just two sets of strong shoulders shaking. Traoré took him nowhere fancy. A crumbling market stall. Grandmother's, he rasped, kicking dust. Sat right here, listening to your voice crackle on some busted radio, while she counted pennies. Your voice kept us counting. He pressed a smooth river stone into Steve's palm. That's where hope lived. An old woman, Awa, shuffled forward. Traoré's grandmother's friend. She touched Steve's wet face, speaking soft More, translator. She says, your voice made my sister strong when the market was empty. She felt your spirit, like sunshine on her neck. She'd have fed you rice, called you son. Steve crumpled to his knees in the dirt, sobbed into Awa's worn skirt. Son. He hadn't heard that in years. The orphanage, kids singing, a simple tune. Steve froze. My grandma, back home. She hummed that. Traoré nodded. Guess grandmas speak the same heart language. A small girl, Acha, pushed forward. Notebook trembling. She thrust it at Steve. He opened it. Her careful words. Dear Mr. Steve, Papa gone. Mama sick. I cry nights. You said you were born for big things. I believe you. Thank you for talking when you didn't know I listened. Your sister, Acha, Steve Harvey, millionaire comedian, sank onto the sun-baked ground and wailed, held Acha like she was the only anchor in the world. The kneeling later. Traoré took him to a bare patch of land. One tree, sunflowers. This is yours, he said. When the noise gets loud, come here, breathe, you're home. Steve shook his head, tears streaking the dust on his face. Didn't come for land, came 'cause you looked me in the eye. and saw me, not the suit. Traoré stared at him, long moment. Then, slowly, deliberately, the president of Burkina Faso knelt in the dirt. He placed his palm flat over Steve's thundering heart. "I kneel for no flag, no crown," Traoré said, voice thick. "I kneel for hearts that rebuild broken worlds." Steve dropped to his knees too, forehead touching Traoré's shoulder. Two powerful men, two fatherless boys, two saved sons, crying like children in the Burkina sun. No sound but the wind and their shattered breaths. Back home next show. Steve placed a rough wooden carving on his desk, two hands holding one heart. Kids gave it to him. He looked dead into the camera, exhaustion and awe etched deep. Got Emmys, got fame, got money. None of it, he tapped the carving, weighs this much. A beat, raw honesty bled through. Met a president who showed me my own reflection. Not the TV guy, the man, the scared kid, the grandma's boy. He traced the wooden hands. He called me son of Africa. Steve's voice finally broke completely. I call him my brother, my mirror, my lifeline back to what matters. He hit play. The children's song filled the studio. No explanation needed. Just pure, aching humanity. The line between Cleveland and Ouagadougou, gone.